Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're looking at Snapshot 14w32b. Now in this snapshot, Mojang has added a ton of new features. Even though they said they weren't going to be releasing any new features until 1.8, I guess they changed their mind because they implemented some amazing things, and you can probably tell what they are by looking right in front of me now. The first thing we've got, I'll start off with the most boring, which is the redstone. It's just, well, not redstone, red sandstone. That's what I meant to say. Redstone. What am I talking about? That's a totally different thing. But here we go. Smooth red sandstone. So it's just like the sandstone line of materials, except now we've got it in a reddy orangey colour, I guess. It's not really red if you ask me, but there we go. Look, red, chiseled, smooth, normal stairs and slabs. Not much else to say about that, but it is another colour being implemented into the game with different textures, so who knows, it might turn out to be an amazing addition that every single builder implements into their builds, and it will definitely help out for all those deserty themes, because at the moment, people usually seem to go with wooden themes or cobblestone and quartz. They don't really go with the desert themes because there isn't that many blocks, so adding another different variation to add into the sandy type background or theme will definitely help them out, and who knows, it might bring out a whole new genre into spawn building. And I'm getting a phone call. Awesome timing. I will be right back, guys. And we're back, guys, to talk about the next thing that was implemented into this snapshot, and it was probably the most colourful thing we have seen in quite a long time. You can probably tell already, but basically it is a colour modifier to beacons. So if you want to change the colour of your beacon, all you have to do is put some stained glass on top of it, and whatever colour stained glass you put on top of the beacon, or in the beam, anywhere all the way up to the top of sky level, changes the colour to the colour of the stained glass. Now, they didn't only do that, they also made it so if you were to add, say, a red and a blue stained glass together, what does that make? I don't even know, that makes purple or something. Bam, so if we add them both together, see how it's blue here, it's white down the bottom, the original colour, then it goes to blue, then it goes and mixes with the red and makes a purple beam. So Mojang is really into the mixing of colours lately, and they have done very well by mixing it in with the beacons. And have a look at that, guys. You can also make it go up a bit more and get rid of this. So then next update, that'll turn blue, and then when it hits the red, then it will turn purple. You can go up even higher, and I don't know if this will change it back. Yes, it does. Isn't that amazing? So you can make it go purple and then back to blue. Actually, it looks like it's still a variation. So it looks like it's now purple mixed with blue. So it doesn't go back to being blue, but it mixes the two colours once again. So it's mixing the purple with the blue, and it gives you a lighter version of the purple, it looks like. So that's interesting to know. I didn't actually know that until I just tested that there. And of course you can just build up like this and keep it normal down the bottom, then change it red, which I reckon is a really nice little effect. And yeah, you can just mix colours up, mix and match. There's not too much to explain with this, but it's fairly straightforward. Black is also a very good, what's it called? It's a very good colour to change, because as you saw there, it basically changed it just to a dark red. I originally thought that seeing as it's just mixing colours, you wouldn't be able to see much, because if you mix any colour with black, what you guys would probably know if you went to school and messed around with paint, is it just turns your paint into a grey or a black and doesn't keep the original colour. But mixing it in Minecraft does, so I was very happy once I worked that out. If you put a red over it, it turns red. If you put a blue over it, it turns blue, hopefully. Come on. There we go. So yeah, really basic, but it's just something you might not have guessed, I guess if you're into mixing colours with paint. But anyway, there we go. So don't base it off paint, base it off Minecraft, and there we go. Some really nice colours. And now onto the main attraction of this snapshot, which I am very happy has finally come. It is item stands. Bam, look at that. Look at these. Oh, they're armor stands. Sorry, my bad, guys. So they've implemented armor stands, and there's some things you should definitely know about these if you want to use them yourself. So if we come back here, I've written down some notes. You can use them, you can make them invis, turn off gravity so they don't fall. You can make them small, turn their body to make them facing certain directions. And all you have to do to be able to do that, that was a weird sentence, but Google NBT tags Minecraft or armor stand, and it should come up with a bunch of things you can just copy paste. You cannot do it in... Look at that guy. That was me screwing around with it a bit earlier. As you can see, the slime with it's on its head. But yeah, so you can muck around with it a bit. You can't do it in survival, but you can do it in creative or on modded servers or bucket servers, that type of thing. So it is still possible to do, but you can't do it in survival, so go ahead and Google that if you want the commands. They are way too long for me to type out and explain to you. They basically just fill up your whole chat bar with gibberish. It does make sense logically, but it's just not really smart for me to try and type it out for you. And here we go. You can put creeper heads or any type of head on it. That's a nice little addition. You can of course put any set of armor on it. And another key point is that they are entities. That is why I can put it on top of the slime's head over there, because it's an entity, and the slime's kind of wearing it as a hat. And seeing as it's an entity means you can put it in a minecart and move it around. So if I was to hit this, and just see how it just fell over there, I can also grab another minecart, bam, bam, bam. We can chuck it on the track, we can put the armor stand there, and then we can push it in and it'll pick it up just like a normal mob or a normal entity. So that's a really key point for anyone using this in redstone contraptions, using it to move it or adjust sizes, tons of things like that. Because it's an entity, it allows you to do that. You could also set an invincible flag on it, just like you can for any mob. So then it could be invincible, and then you could make it fly around, transporting armor. I don't know. There's a bunch of cool things you could do with it though. And we're going to have a look at some of them over here in a second. Whoop, let's look down at the floor. Before we get into that, I'm going to show you the crafting recipe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, another phone call. This is what I'm talking about with the lack of recording, guys. I'll be right back once again. And we're back, guys, for the second time. I was originally thinking about cutting them out, but I think I'm going to leave them in there for now, because you get to see what I have to deal with every time I want to try and record something. So here we go. This is the crafting recipe to make yourself the armor stand. It's very simple and cheap when you think about it, because sticks cost you nothing. A stone slab doesn't cost you much. Bam, you got yourself an armor stand. So there we go. I'll add that to my little stack of them. And a few other things that I thought I would show off that aren't really related to survival, but here we go. Here are the NBT tags I was talking about earlier. So this is the no gravity NBT tag plus the arm being moved. Actually, this is 3 tags. I added the tag to add arms to it, so you can put a sword in his hand if you really want to. So let's go ahead and do that. And bam, bam, there we go. And I also added the tag to move his arm up on a slight angle, which it took a lot of messing around. It's just adjusting of numbers and position, height, all that type of stuff. And I also added the tag no gravity so he doesn't fall to the ground, which is a nice little one if you want like floating statues or something along those lines. I'll actually show you how to put armor on them if I haven't already done that. It's pretty self-explanatory though. Right click and it automatically equips it. Bam! There we go, we got a diamond soldier standing there. And to the left here, I decided to add the arm tag, and I made him small, which was another NBT tag, which is extremely useful. I don't know what for, but it makes him small, which is pretty cool if you ask me. So there we go. And over to the left even more, it seems that my experiment has died. That's not very good. He was probably killed by a zombie. I had one of these on top of a villager, but never mind, I've still got one on top of a slime right here. So that looks very, very good and very useful. If you wanted the armor stand jumping up and down, or if you attached it to a slime, I'm sure you could push it and change it so it moved around in the wall, or you could do some cool little designs and patterns like that. But overall, I think that was pretty much it. Oh, actually over here, I wanted to showcase that you can put stuff on him with dispensers. It's really a minor thing, and I know you can put nearly everything onto with dispensers now, but there we go. So I don't know if that's that useful, but it might be if you're sorting out armor from like a zombie spawner and you want to get all the chain armor put onto statues, and then when they're full, I don't know, you could do some type of redstone circuit, the slime bounces off. I have no idea, guys. but I've pretty much told you everything you need to know about this snapshot. So now, if you want to mess around with it more, make sure to jump into this snapshot yourself, so 14w31a, and mess around with it, because I'm sure there's way more stuff than I covered today in this episode, but hopefully I covered most of it for you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to chuck the video a like. Let's chuck it 3 likes. Everyone, smash that like button as many times as you can, because I got a billion phone calls this episode and I was totally distracted, but hopefully it turned out alright. Anyway, thanks for watching. Chuck the video a like, subscribe to my channel. I'm nearly at 100k subscribers, so that's a big goal coming up soon, and I'll see you later.